now, but he is currently fulfilling one of his bodily needs in his share. After he's done with that, he will be able to talk, but in the meantime, I will show you what happens on this first hit. We do have a nice pop going out right there. Serenity on the survivor side, Smiley Support Society on the special infected, everything getting completely annihilated by Team Smiley Support Society. And for the two teams, for Team Serenity, our #1 seed, we have Salty, Miro, Hota, and Thug Life. And for our special infected friend, Smiley Support Society, we have Impulse, Sickening, Glitch, and Tofu. Kiss me, are you good?
Alright, I believe I'm good. I was trying to eat, because I haven't eaten all day, and I'm like, it's like that feeling you get in your stomach when you feel like you're about to absolutely insane survivor play, to say the least. I mean, Tofu, he's been growing as a streamer for the past couple of months. His channel just continually takes off. I think he's made like 3 channels for some reason. They all continually grow equally as fast. And then we have Sickening, of course, he's from the old Apollyon team. Impulse, just another very well-known player. And then Glitch, she's obviously been around for a very long time, good player as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually match up against Serenity, but they're all very good, well-rounded survivor players.
Indeed, they are. And let's go Impulse is going to start working his hitables in here to commit this tank. Boomer getting nuts. Popped right there by Hota, and now we are going to have this tank working that one car in. He's actually got this dumpster almost splitting them. Indeed, now he does. He's got that car wedged up against that pole, though, and he's going to be forced to give up on it as he goes in here. Rightfully playing behind that tree. Looks as though that is going to be a clear onto that tongue. The hunter did also get shut down. This should be an end cap with that dumpster. Indeed, if he actually might be able to kill him in the corner right there with his 2 dumpsters. He's getting shot a lot, and this one hit. He's not going to land that one either. Dumpster's going to go in, ricocheting off the tree, and he's unfortunately not going to get that kill. It was the right play, but it just did not work for him, I think, because that second-to-last dumpster hit, ricocheting off the building and not landing where he wanted it to land.
Indeed, and I feel like he should have just completely, neglected to go for that kill. I think he would have had at least a better chance of getting those actual end caps out on the other survivors, as they were kind of on his back, and he had the dumpsters right in front of him, because they were just trying to get the maximum damage that they could have out of each and every shotgun shot, or shotgun shell, I should say. And yeah, so we'll see them make it past that tank. Very quick tank as well. That commit was the only commit that it had, obviously. Charger working his way in here along with the Smoker Jockey. Charger does land on Alice, and there will be a melee swing going out onto it, which did do quite a bit of damage, but didn't get the kill onto it. And that will be the next attack over done with. Once again, Thug Life taking a bit of damage here, who has been the main damage, I don't know, taker, or receiver, I should say, for the survivors thus far.
Damage tampon.
Damage tampon, yes. But their health bonus as it stands is at a 788, 81 DB, and 72 HP.
Indeed, and I think right now, because of their position, they can probably afford to run back and just keep feeding Thug Life the pills, unless they want to do something like maybe halfway back, take a hit, and come back and just get on the boat. It depends really on where they choose to go and what the infected will do. It's going to be a Jockey, Spitter, Hunter, Charger for the next. If they send a hit here, they should be able to do whatever they want. So the Hunter's going in right now, going to get caught on that car, not going to land. Charger manages to land onto Rashard right there with a spit going down on top of that as well. Good amount of damage going onto Miro there from that hit, but that'll give the survivors clearance to move back to wherever they want to go. And I think they are going to make the right decision by staying in this house over here, if that is what they decide to do, unless that is shopping for things. It is just them shopping for things. And, okay, you can keep it. I am going to keep casting this lovely match right here. I mean, Serenity's in a good position right now. They still have 2 sets of pills left on them, 3 people with high health bonus. But Smile Support Society did an okay amount of damage on that first tank with that end cap. They won a little bit more, of course. That Boomer does get shut down. Charger's going to go in there, not going to land anything, does get leveled. Jockey does land for a split second, and then is going to get moved back the other direction. So, nice down in the open field right there for the most part by Team Serenity. Obviously, #1 seed in the tournament. Lots of experienced players. Pretty much 3/4 of Helheim with the addition of Dane. So, I'm not surprised to see them be as strong as they are, especially when they're playing on the away server right now. All of them have had vast experience playing with higher ping, and even in tournaments where it hasn't been a home and away format, and they've ended up winning them, for instance, like an RBT3 for the most part. Like, I think they were almost undefeated in the group stage before they even went into the home and away system in the elimination. So, at Serenity 2, they bring that dynamic they've carried with them for a while, even back in the Star team. We do have that Charger game beautifully shut down, beautiful skeet, everything getting completely annihilated in that open field.
Reloading.
So let's see. I mean, they can just sit here for a little while and just, chill and have that one person bleed like I mentioned, but because it's only one person, they really don't have a problem in terms of how much health they're losing, I don't think. If it was 2 people bleeding, that'd be whatever, but it's also not affecting their bonus. So they can just chill out and then move whenever they kind of feel like it. They're dictating the pace of the game, and not a whole lot happens in terms of damage here when you're playing against a team that at least knows how to cover the spawn. Someone's watching the back, 2 people in the front, 1 person blocking the generator. It's pretty textbook at this point, and there's nothing really they need to change. It's going to be a Hunter, Jockey, Charger, Boomer here, almost quad cap. That would have been hysterical if it actually was a quad cap, but unfortunately, though, they're they're not in Ace Mod yet. It'll be interesting to see them if they actually were implemented because they are in Reflux, but again, Reflux Ace Mod without M2s on hunters would be cruel. Let's see what Team Smiley Support Society elects to do, or if they're going to wait a little bit more and just let Thug Life bleed. Miro is also down to what? 54 HP? Yeah, okay. So he can chill out for a little bit too. He's not going to take a whole lot of damage, I don't think, in this open area. So as long as they can make this boat with, and they actually found another set of pills, I think. So as long as they make the boat with at least 2 sets of pills, I think they have a great chance of making with a lot of bonus. Jockey's going to go in there, get shut down. Alright, so the Charger trying to go in there, does stumble the 2 survivors. Hunter does land for a split second. Charger doesn't even get a punch, does get shut down. Boomer gets destroyed in the back as well. And that should give them free clearance to push at least almost to that boat.
Indeed it should. So we'll see Thug Life pop another set of pills here. They have 2 left on their team, and Mir obviously sitting fairly well right now in the mid green. Oh god. Indigestion. Good god. Anyway, we'll see another hit coming up here at 14. Smiley Support Society. I hate the name. Spitter Smoke. I don't know. It's just hard to say. It's gonna be a Spitter Smoker Boomer, which is now dead, and a Jockey. Smoker can pull there on the coach. Jockey latching onto as well, but that long range shotgun clear will be enough to kill that already damaged Jockey off. And they will go ahead and make their way on to the pontoon boat, and they will go ahead and begin the ferry across the river.
That was a sing-song texture to that.
What? A sing?
Over the river and through the woods.
To Grandma's house we go?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Team Serenity is doing right here. They're making their way, and Grandma seems pissed off because she's that witch over there on the other side. You know what? I haven't seen a death punch from a witch yet, but I really want to see it this week.
I mean, we don't have that many more opportunities with the maps.
You're making us play questionable ethics, so I think we're gonna have at least.
I mean, we don't have that many more, places for it to actually happen. Do you know how fun that week's gonna be?
That's gonna be an absolute. If somebody gets eliminated because they couldn't win a match on questionable ethics, you're probably gonna have at least 4 people rage quit the entire game.
Well, they'll be out of the tournament anyway, so it doesn't matter.
unless it's like a 3-3 team versus another 3-3 team, and the winner goes to the playoffs.
Do you know how fun that's gonna be? I'm gonna love it.
That's gonna be hysterical. It's gonna be questionable ethics on.
Do you know how many tanks spawn on that one map? There's like 8 tanks that spawn.
Oh my god. Scrims themselves are going to be crazy. Miro going for the crown right here, going to get it before anything even touches him. Charger hits the tree. These are the shutdowns from Serenity that we're so used to seeing, even when they all have orange ping. Like, it's really, really impressive to see it. Like, Miro, Hota, Thug Life, and Dane, they've all been around for quite a long time, and as I mentioned, the chemistry that they have together enhances them, and that's why they're the tournament's #1 seed.
Indeed, they are. And actually, it was between them and HCP Healthcare Professionals for the #1 seed. Pretty much every single admin, I think, yeah, in fact, it was. Every single admin either put them first or second in the seeding chart. It was pretty insane to actually see. But we'll be seeing another attack coming in here, though. Smoker Liverpool not going to find it. Tongue Gang broken on something. Charger not able to make his way in either. And the Hunter gets destroyed. Charger actually does land on a coach there. He was going for the level, but the Smoker already pre-spit and really messed it up, to say the least, because the Spitter was just hanging out there over on the left side of the bush. But regardless, we'll see Coach and Miro go ahead and move the way over on the left side of this bush. Ellis and Nick taking the right side, and that will be the, pretty much the last main choke point for the SI completely negated. And they're going to make their way to the safe from here. SI working their way from the back, though, but they're going to run their way in the safe. Not going to wait for the SI, and they're going to close that door with a hefty bonus. Wow. 632.
That's what I'm used to seeing. Like, I kept saying, and I kind of felt bad because between EOS and Talk, right? Like, for whatever reason, I was expecting a bonus like that to happen for one of the teams. Again, it served that game pretty well, but in a game like this with Serenity Survivor play, that's what you expect to see. Over 1,100 points on Swamp Fever Map 1. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on to... Because the thing is, Map 1 of Swamp Fever can be one of those maps where it almost like nullifies the rest of the game if one team scores like 11 or 1,200 points and the other one wipes at the early tank. So if I'm Smile Support Society, I really do not want to wipe here because that's going to put you behind over 1,100 points going into the rest of the game. And that's an astronomical number that I don't think is possible really on any other map of a starter 4 or 5 map campaign.
Indeed.
Honestly.
Oh, God.
I would say, like, honestly, that's one of the things about Swamp Fever that people do have I don't know if I have a right to complain about, but even in Ace Mod, it's been nerfed. Like, in Pro Mod, I've seen scores where it's like 13 or 1,400 for either team, and it's like, what am I watching?
Indeed, we're going live here with the second half. Smoker pull out on Coach immediately broken, though. Charger ramming into the railroad Xing, I don't know what to call that, the arm? But regardless, the Tri-Boom does land, but that's all they're going to have from that hit. I don't know what that Charger was doing, but that was pretty funny to watch, actually.
I mean, at the same point in time, like,
Reloading.
I can hear the arguments for why Swamp Fever is good or why Swamp Fever is bad. It's been in the echelon of maps for so long that its meta has changed like dramatically, especially when the HR was reduced, because then you could have rock tanks played a lot more. But again, in the Ace mod meta, it's different because of that no water slowdown. But again, the compact potential is not as you'd expect it to be, and I'm seeing the tank in the hands of Dane right now. So Boomer Hunter Charter for the next hit from Team Serenity. We'll see what they're able to do, but I would expect them maybe to play commit tank here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just push in, if they work the hittables in, and then, yeah, obviously just push the tank straight in along with the hittables. Don't allow them enough time to actually rotate out. But we shall see what is in store for us. As this tank goes ahead and climbs on top of the gas station building, once again in the hands of Dane. AKA Salty.
Rock there, not gonna work. And yeah, now he's got pretty good like line of sight from up there too, throwing a rock towards the safe room. But the survivors need to try to combat this. I think going for chip is an okay idea, but if everybody's not doing it, then we're gonna have Fig getting triggered in chat again. Because I remember in the first round of EQ4, we saw that case where one team just ran around the entire map a bunch and just gave the tank sight. And I really hate seeing that happen.
It's always good. Good times.
Triggering Fig is fun, but it's not fun to watch when you're actually sitting here in game casting it. Smoker, Jockey, Hunter for the next hit from Team Serenity. Smoker going for a pull from the left-hand side. Hunter manages to land. That could be a hitbox rock, but it's going to get skeeted by Tofu. And then that Jockey's going to manage to land for a split second onto Glitch, throwing that rock in and not going to land again. So now the survivor should either LOS or they should all chip. Like, that's what we need to see right here. This chip is not doing a whole lot, though.
Yeah, he's only taken 800 chips so far. I mean, in the same aspect, though, we haven't seen, or same way I should say, we haven't seen any damage really come out onto Team SSSS. SSSS. I said 4 S's. God, I hate the name. I don't know. I don't actually hate their name. It's just hard for me to actually say or abbreviate by any means. So
it reminds me of Spectacular Soy Sauce. Like,
yeah, I can't say TSSS because obviously, you know, Spectacular Soy Sauce. But the double boom going out, Smoker going to pull out on a Nick as well. So nice brief intermission hit here, and Rock going to go out, going to get skied out there though by Nick, and now Smoker will finally get killed off. Coach over by the tractor trailer taking care of the horde. That rock almost hitboxing Coach. It just barely clipped the top of the tractor trailer.
Yeah, and like I said, the long tank decision here I think is pretty good because at this rate they can like try to get as many hits as possible. They actually haven't landed a rock yet is the thing, but the survivors are still getting in sight, still in 20% first. And if he lands a rock onto that car when they were standing on it, that would be an in cap, I'm pretty sure. But I think they're going to make sure to skip that before that happens because
I mean, they've mitigated pretty much every single side attack. They haven't really taken anything into the face. This tank though, 3,800 HP left, is good.
So now we're going to actually see our tank transition down here. I think it might go for the commit with that dumpster and that other car. Charger is going to go in there, not going to land much of anything. Hunter and Jockey decide to save, and maybe he's actually not going to go for the commit. He's going to go back out now that he hit that in, but he did lose first time.
Indeed it is. And we'll see the Rock getting skied out of there yet again. So I was reestablishing their dominance here up towards the other, or towards the tank of the gas station. And once again, we see that their survivor play is very solid, which is what I was hinting towards and alluding to earlier on in this match before the game even started, that they just have some very solid survivor play. I mean, they've mitigated pretty much every single side attack. They haven't really taken anything to the face. This tank, though, 3,800 HP left, is going to go ahead and look for a commit now. Going to start working in the dumpster. That's going to get caught up on the actual the price pull, I guess, for the gas station. And he's going to start working with his car. He's not having any luck just far, but he's only taking another 500 damage so far. And now this car and dumpster have the survivors kind of pinned here, and they're going to be stuck in a very rough spot right now, and they're working their way back towards the dumpster. He looks for their hittable here on Nick. Will find it. That's going to be an in-cap on him. Look for another punch here. Going to whiff that punch up, but there's a double cap happening in the background, and that's going to be the dumpster getting hit away from the survivors. Another dumpster hit out now. That's a double in-cap, and this tank's 650 HP left. He is surrounded, though, by the survivors. Well, semi-surrounded. They are getting a few shots here and there add onto him. And this tank, he's going to get killed off here if he doesn't move, or, I mean, he can't even move, though, because he's going to die either way. But here goes the pickup on our shell. A rock will delay the pickup. Yeah, that rock connected. And, oh, that car bouncing off the tip of the generator will keep Rochelle alive. Very unfortunate there for the tank. And there's a double boom. That could be the end here. Smoker getting a pull out onto Rochelle here. The Jockey working his way in towards these survivors as well, but they will get killed off just like that Smoker's tongue. And now the tank gets his car back.
It's 74 HP, for the love of God. And now it's going to rotate around to that rock there. The Smoker is still up. they should be able to get the pickup on one of the survivors right there. Rock almost landing again. But this tank has enough in him, I think, to just run and do a Hail Mary car hit. I don't think it's going to land, but let's see. He's waiting for it. That smoker went for the pull again behind that other car. And now the tank's probably going to die because the survivors should be able to push him into that. He's going to make a mad dash for it, and they're going to shoot him, and he's not even going to be able to hit the car, I don't think, because he's in a pretty okay position. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was so close! Wow. That actually almost hit Impulsive right there, but he managed to just barely dodge it, because if that would have landed, that would have been... It was inches.
But no, that was actually
What?
really... No, just what you said at the very end there. But that was... Yes.
This is not how it's
Just the way you said it. No,
it was
don't
inches.
stop. No. Yeah.
Alright.
But anyway, they beat the tank, and they're gonna move the way. Shut up. they destroyed the tank, and they're gonna continue their way through the map here. They're gonna make their way up to the crescendo here. I doubt they're gonna fall back though, with 2 survivors already bleeding. That's obviously they're gonna take a lot of bleed out damage just from moving backwards. Let alone the SI hits. They're running into them pretty much instead of just staying stationary. But attack coming here though. Jockey getting absolutely obliterated before it even touches the ground. Charger survivors parting like the Red Sea when it hit the M1 button. And Smoker getting shut down in the back as well. Spit just kind of delaying the survivors a little bit, throwing that Spit out in the middle of the street. And Glitch is going to go ahead and push that pontoon button that for some reason starts a pulley system that pulls the pontoon boat back across the river. So, yeah, that's some special technology right there.
Ferry. That's not
Whatever.
pontoon. But okay, alright. We'll let you...
I'm going to Google a pontoon boat.
That's not a pontoon boat, but it's a block of wood that's on a pulley system that gets activated by another pulley system that brings in nice quad boom going in. Hunter is going to land on the Rochelle as well. Spitter was a little bit out of position on that, I'm pretty sure. Not able to land before that Spider gets back up. And I agree with what you said in terms of Smiley Support Society survivor play, but on that tank, the mistake they made was, again, a little bit of the positioning. They had the tank down to 3,800 HP, and they let themselves get back into a corner after all the hittables came in around them, and they never transitioned out of it. And then those 2 dumpster hits got the 2 in caps. It's going to put them probably a couple hundred points behind Team Serenity going into the second chapter.
Yeah, so they're going to be... pretty out of luck here as they look to take this crescendo now. And as you mentioned, they're definitely going to be in a point deficit going into the next map. I mean, as it stands right now, they're already down in health bonus, down around 200 points. Charger goes in completely whiffing. Boomer rocketing. Will proxy on the Nick there. Nice pop, though, there by Sickening, even though it did, unfortunately, proxy on the Nick. Another pull out on the Nick, but that will get killed off. Charger as well grabs 1 punch on the Nick, but then it gets shot down. And Nick and the Smoker just really not letting each other go. They just keep going at it.
I mean, at this point, they're bleeding with 2 people, and I mentioned this on the other half, where if one person, it's kind of okay, where you can just keep feeding that one person pills, but now, Sickening's going to be perma-slow in a second. Actually, she already is perma-slow. And then they're going to have to throw everything else to either Tofu or Impulse after they start bleeding out. They might be able to find another set of pills, but when they bleed out to that slow point, it's going to suck for them running the way through this map, but... Again, this is the best place to take these hits, just sitting here, having the survivors, like, just shoot bullets at anything that jumps into their faces from the 3 predictable spots in a wide open area where it's really hard to get by anything. Nice skeet going out right there by Impulsive. Boomer gets popped, describing, in artistic form, exactly what I just proposed and how every single hit in this area goes down. I don't know when the last time I've seen, like, a major hit in that area that wasn't on a tank go down.
Yeah, it's pretty rough to actually land a hit just because of how wide open the area is and the lack of spawns. I mean, pretty much you have the gas station rooftop, which you have such a long way to run in. You have the other roof across the street, or dirt road, I guess, and that's never going to lead to anything because that's just so much farther away than the gas station, and it's, you know, just that much harder to get in, of course, and the roof is even bigger. And then the only real other place you have a spawn is like on the bush up against the train, which, you know, of those 3 spawns, if you spawn behind the bush, there's nothing else around you for you to spawn behind, so the survivors immediately know where you are. Nice double cap happening though with that Charger and Smoker. Charger even does manage to connect it, pinning Ellis up against the fence, and that will cause a little bit more damage here, come out onto the survivors. But they will make their way across the boat at the very least, but if they make safe or not, well, they'll probably make it because they have so many pills left, unless we see a tri-cap happen of some sorts.
I also think that this series, if it actually does go to a series, the reason I ask, like, the reason I ponder if it's going to go to a series, because I think even Tofu said at the start that if Serenity wins by a large enough margin on the away server, then it'll render the series kind of moot in their opinion, so I think they would just only play 1 game if that were to be the case. We've seen that happen before in the international system, but...
I would be perfectly fine with it being a game of 1, or best of 1, just so I could take a break.
Yeah, 'cause we have more coming later. Like,
yeah, I mean,
we are not nearly done for the night. So.
Yeah, I mean, if the second game is just, you know, mute as is, then I would be perfectly fine with them just saying, you know, it's not worth it. We're not going to beat you guys on your home server, so take the W.
thing about Serenity, though, is that their tank play is completely insane. Like, I will say that right there. We saw a great tank come out from Dane, but then there are other 3 tanks that they've got in the docket. They have Hota, Miro, and Thug Life. Like, who else would you want playing tank on your team besides those 3 people, especially Hota? I mean, the power that they've got is just really, really good, and that's what's made them a top contender so far, obviously. Nice Hunter landing right there with a stick going down top of Coach into the water, and the Witch does get pulled. Nice crown going out by Sickening, a little bit more spit damage going out, but this is the problem now where that bleed out has taken effect, and Pulse is going to be slow for the rest of the second half of the map.
Yeah, they've already gone ahead and popped those other 2 sets of pills that they had on themselves on the pontoon, but I believe the moment that actually reached the other side of the water. And Sickening looking for some pills here in the building, not going to find it. And now Coach actually going on the left side, he's separating himself here a little bit, but he will quickly be yelled at and told to reconvene with the rest of his team. And that will save them from enduring an attack with only 3 people together, 1 person off on his own. But another attack looking to get up here. Jockey makes his way down onto the Sickening, will land it. Hunter working his way in as well. Charger spawning up down below. And there might go for the 2 survivors down below. No, Hunter goes for Nick up top. He will land, but gets cleared off. And the Boomer looking for a boom here. Does not find it. Gets popped. He did actually get the arc off, but it just wasn't in the right position. And Coach is able to step back and dodge it.
At this point, if they can protect Glitch's bonus, that's most of the health bonus on her, but then everybody else's damage bonus still at this point. We can see, because they're slow, it's going to give Serenity more of an attack angle, but I think they only still have a hit and a half before the survivors reach the safe room. They did find a set of pills right there as well. Going to pass those over to Impulse, who is also playing with a little bit high ping, because I believe he's connecting from the western side of the United States, and I do believe this is a New York server, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him, but his team hopefully will not suffer too much. Nice double charge going out in the back right there with a spit on top of that as well. Imagine you connect, and that should be an in-cap on the Tofu. Indeed, it's going to be, and that's also an in-cap on the Impulsive. That's going to hit the damage bonus pretty hard.
Yeah, that's going to wipe it out for the most part. I mean, it won't be completely gone. They'll probably have around 20% left upon this pick of going out. And no, they actually have 33%, so I was actually way off. But health bonus sitting at 15%. That, once again, being held by the little shred of solid that Sickening has left. And then, of course, Glitch's green health. But Jockey working his way in here, gets meleeed away and shut down by Nick and co. Boomer going in, gets popped before he can even get close enough to get the boom off. And Charger running in, not going to find anything. Actually gets Sickening, walks out of the safe room, pans him, and walks back in.
I like it. That's how you end that chapter in style. So that is going to be, what, a 440-point lead for Team Serenity moving into the second chapter. Now, it's going to come down to tank spawns once again. I would really like to see, I completely hate playing it and playing against it, but the early tank, I think, is really interesting to cast. You know, the one that happens at, like, what, 15% outside the safe room where the survivors have to fight it in the water area, because without water slowdown, that actually is a different dynamic.
Didn't give me one moment.
Sure, I will let you do whatever it is that you're doing. Hey, it's not going to be that. It's going to be 72% instead. So, that's going to be much later into the map. It's going to give Team Serenity the opportunity to get at least the distance points up to there. And again, it's not a very high wipe rate tank. There actually aren't a lot of high wipe rate tanks on Swamp Fever in general, but that one in particular, with the way that the Special Infected are able just to, like, send hit after hit in open field. Sometimes the hits in the open field, actually most of the time they shouldn't land. But again, in that series that we watched earlier today, for some reason there was a massive issue with people taking damage where they probably shouldn't have. I don't expect to see that in an area like this, but we'll see if Team Smile Support Society can prove me wrong and try to get a wipe on Serenity in that area.
Indeed. So let's see what teams on the ground. No damage is dealt out, and that will be the first attack. Very nicely taken there by Serenity. Very heads-up play to actually run into that spit and block it. They can still claw this back. I mean, they are down by around a little less than 500 points, but you know, it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take some convincing here to win back their favor, or win back in their favor. Make us go in their favor. I don't know. Regardless, though, attack coming in here, though. Smoke is getting broken on the rock as Coach falls off it. Ooh. Charger does manage to land out onto Nick, but Coach actually running towards the spit and making it hit him instead, where it just drops on the ground. No damage is dealt out, and that will be the first attack. Very nicely taken there by Serenity. Very heads-up play to actually run into that spit and block it from hitting that Shard Survivor.
Hugger is powering through this map right now, working his way out towards the dock. They do not want to have another hit while they're inside here. That's the speed that you want to see usually come out. But at the same point in time, the next hit for Team Smile Sports Society is going to be up now. It's going to be a Smoker, Charger, Boomer, and a Jockey for the next rotation here. We'll see what they're able to do. But I think Serenity knows that the spawn timers are up, so they're just going to wait here and chill out a little bit before they move forward, clear out this common. And if you're Smile Support Society right here, you need to try to land some kind of multi-cap on this, I would say, because the only way to knock a team like Serenity on its ass is to hit them really, really hard.
Yeah, you can't do a half-ass hit as you mentioned. You have to pretty much land a tri-cap. You can't settle for anything less, because a single cap is gonna get clear off too quick. There's a beautiful double cap with the witch getting triggered as well. I don't even know who she's going after. She's running at she went to Ellis.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of damage. This is exactly what I mentioned though. Like a hit like this is what they needed. That pull forward, Hota overextended and couldn't cut the
And
tongue.
this smoker's gonna have a pull, and he gets the pull under a shell.
Shit.
No way! Is this,
Shit.
there's no way there's a wipe. Jockey should have a recharge in a
It's
second.
not gonna be a wipe, I don't think. But that would be really, really unfortunate for Serenity if it did. But that's a beautiful hit coming out from Smile Support Society, getting to Incap. As that was Hota. Mentioned he was moving really fast on that last hit. He moved way too fast right there and could not get his melee out in time. This chart is trying desperately to spawn right there, but that's a beautiful way to do it. Again, if you're gonna, it's like that one analogy that I heard one time where it's like, if you're gonna fight a grizzly bear, fuck around with it, you just kind of have to punch it in the face and hope that it dies in the first couple of hits. You don't have to send in like a, I think that was Jimmy Johnson or somebody like that who gave that analogy, and it's absolutely right in a situation like this. Smoker going out in the front, that time they do get the tongue cut. Charger going in is gonna get leveled. Boomer's gonna get a nice stumble there, and a pull on Hota in the front. More damage going out Tiffany. This is a beautiful turnaround from map 1.
I don't know what's happening, but Smiley Support Society is just turning it on. These past 2 hits have been absolutely amazing, and that really botched Witch Crown. I don't even think it was meant to be a crown. I think, doesn't Ellis have a, no, Ellis does have a shotgun, so maybe he did go for the crown for some reason. But for some reason, Glitch just joined Spectator, and now she's back on the SI team. And yeah, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden they've just found their feet and their footing, and you know, Serenity just got knocked down really hard there.
I think that what happened was when Hota got pulled forward, I think Ellis went to try to clear the tongue and accidentally shot the witch. Pretty sure that's what that was, but that's why the witch went for him instead. So, again, unfortunate, but he also ate a charge. So if the witch had gone on somebody else, though, that could have been like a tri-cap right there, depending. But hit coming in from the back right there, we are going to see that Hunter landing with a spit going down on top of that, too. Slow clear coming out from Nick. That's going to put Thug Life slow once again. So that's 2 more sets of pills they have to commit. And suddenly this tank at 72% becomes a lot more, maybe not wipeable in terms of probability, but it's definitely a distinct possibility if they can keep getting hits with the way that they are. Like, things are landing on each hit.
Indeed. So we'll see the game continue here as Serenity holds out the event a little bit longer, just killing off the common as they work their way in. The event should be almost over, if not already. No, they probably have like another 40 seconds or so of it, and then that should be over. But another attack we're going to work its way in from the back. Smoke or Jockey charging, both grabbing spawns. Charging over Hemley, charge not going to find anything. Boomer lands a double boom. Jockey getting really shut down there, out of there by Nick. And the Boomer obviously once again with that double boom. Spit having no home. And that will be the attack over and done with them. We should see Serenity start moving the way forward here. Once again, tank at 72%, and it will be in the hands of Sickening.
Right here.
Still a pretty far ways away from that, and there are a couple choke points I have to go through, but because Swamp Fever is so open, I think Smiley Support Society is doing the right thing in terms of just using the narrow chokes as the way to try to hit them. Like on that witch hit, for instance, they saw Hota was overextended, they got the pull forward and capitalized on it. Open areas like this, you shouldn't expect to get as much, but try to get whatever damage that you can and keep going for those hits that would do the most damage. You can't really screw around with that kind of petty chip in an area like this either. They're getting pretty close to a good area to hit though. Spitter, Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and I think Serenity knows that, and they might be a little bit more careful coming up to this next turn.
Indeed. And why are there so many Russians in chat?
Oh, hell no.
I don't know.
I don't know. Admins. Well, I'll just say it, guys. Could you please speak English in the chat? This is an English-speaking channel.
Racist.
No, it's not racist. It's just no one knows what they're saying, and they could be saying some really dumb stuff.
But we don't understand what they're saying, so therefore
That's what I'm saying. No.
Right, so then what's the issue?
Everybody knows English. Let's be honest. It's the international language. Everybody knows English. Just go with that. Yeah.
Make Left 4 Dead 2 great again.
Got
That ball
it.
kiss me. So,
Building the
we
wall,
speak
guys.
English in BOT. National tournament, but national language is
Well, no, it's an English channel, so like.
I know it's
speak
English chat, but anyway, we do have a nice ski coming out right there. We are going to have that pole going out in front. Spit, not really going to get much of anything, but look at this. We have Hota and Thug Life verging on slow right here, and now the tank is going to be up into the hands of Sickening, and I think that's why we see Hota playing this so aggressively right here, because his team's bleeding out. They did find another set of pills, but if this tank plays a rock tank at all, they could definitely. Oh my God, that spawn!
Yeah,
You
he's all the way in the swamp on
This
the other
is
dry
AI if
land.
they go back.
That's AI. Are they running back? I'm POVing the tank. No, they're staying in the open, aren't they? Yeah, they're not moving. So he will be able to reestablish LOS, and he'll barely be on. Wait, what is this? What? No way! Who figures this one out? What?
Whoa.
No way! What is this? I've never seen that! What?
Kiss me. Together
What
we
is
have
this?
10,000 hours in this game, and that's the first time I think we've seen that beautiful tri-boom going out as well. Screw that tank going AI.
What?
That's a beautiful strategy right there.
Someone
Kiss
made
me,
something
are
up
you
I've
okay?
never seen before. Oh my god. Who? No, really, who on their team figured this one out?
I don't know who on their team figured that out, but Hib is telling that Dusty figured that out for someone. But that was looking like AI until that happened. That's a beautiful strategy.
Oh my god. That was nuts. I wonder if you could walk all the way around the map like that. I'm not even gonna say that's a void area. I'm saying that's okay. But Charger going in doesn't manage to land. Smoker gets to immediately intercept there out onto Alice, but Nick will get that clear. Rock does land, and yeah, that's a lot of damage going on to Serenity here. I've never seen that. I'm smiling right now. It's always nice to see something new.
Thing is, Serenity knows the low, so they're gonna push this tank down, I'm pretty sure, but they can only go in so far. There's commons, and now the tank can do the exact same thing that it did before. Go back on top of that house, and we're gonna see it again. So, okay, you jump from that one to the other, and then you just work your way across, just like your Sly Cooper across a bunch of pointed poles right here. Now you do get onto the bush, and they lost 20% frustration. Like, that's almost nothing off of that.
Who's saying this is a bad spot? Are you stupid? Look at what the tank is doing! That's amazing!
Who said this is a bad spot? Are you stupid?
Oh, I gotta ban somebody.
Oh my god. Alright, well, that hit did get shut down, but this tank has sight for days. And they're trying to spam the tank, but the tank is just right there. There's a quick hitbox there too, and the tank's losing no sight.
Exactly!
Now the tank might be starting to lose sight, but I don't think so. No, tank's still on 65%. 4.5 HP, 65%, and Serenity are bleeding out right here. I think they figured it out. Smoker, Jockey, Hunter going in. Pole's gonna go out. Nice double cap almost there, but the M2 did hit on that Jockey. And Serenity are screwed here because they're, what, 2 people are gonna be slow. Donne's almost slow as well. Rock going in is gonna get skeeted, but there's only so much that can happen right here.
That's nutty. I mean, I really don't know what to say about this. Like, I don't know if this is a legal spot or...
No, it's legal. It's totally legal.
Like, it's kind of like the same going up into the bush right in front of the tank right now. Like how some people like to hop up inside that bush. Like, I think it's legal. I mean, it's not really breaking anything, and the Tsars can shoot him. That's nuts. I've never seen that.
It's beautiful to see, though. I mean, that Hunter is going to get skeeted, Rock is going to get skeeted, but we are going to have a charge going out. But fortunately for the Charger, the in cap went out before the charge registered. Skeet does go out onto that Rock, but Kiss Me, Serenity are essentially dead right now.
Yeah, there's nothing that he can do here. Thug Life obviously one's going to take an in cap. Joda bleeding out. He's slow. Salty down around 40 HP. He's going to be slower in a little bit. And Miro's only survived with any real measurable amount of solid left. He's still high up there in the green. I mean, Salty is also green, but once again, he's on the brink of going slow here in yellow.
I mean, at this point, the tank still has, what, 3,700 HP, is able just to play in front here, and more hits are going to keep coming in. It's going to be a Jockey, Hunter, and a Boomer. Hunter on the side over there, not really looking to go in quite yet. Boomer on the side. Jockey's going to spawn behind that outhouse as well, but again, the tank is on second pass now. Now the Hunter's going to go and managing to land onto Donne. Boomer's going to get popped. Jockey's on the left-hand side. Rock going in, not going to win. Now the tank might be in a little bit of trouble because the sight is going down more, and the Survivors are just going to keep pushing.
Indeed, and we will see Sickening just continue playing this tank out. I mean, he has 70% rage left second pass, so he can't be too passive here. He has to kind of be aggressive with his line of sighting. And actually, yes, Survivor's just going to start breaking him down here, down to 30% rage. They might AI if they just hold this for a while.
I mean, loses his mind over a typical pug strat.
Oh, I gotta ban someone else.
The air tank is gonna go in, gonna get shredded down here, but gets the kill onto Thug Life. Charger's gonna land onto Miro as well. Double cap with Donne jockeyed on the right-hand side over there, getting pulled behind that tree, and this is close to a wipe on Serenity, Kiss Me. This is a great turnaround from Smile Support Society.
Indeed. Once again, Thug Life being killed off here. Joda down to 1 HP. Donne taking an in cap on this side of the bush. I mean, what a play there by Smile Support Society. That really shook things up. Wow. And you've never seen that before.
Me? No.
I've never seen that either.
I don't pug enough, apparently.
Yeah, obviously this is some strat that everyone knows of, but I've never seen used anywhere.
But that is going to be an incap going out onto Hota right there. This could actually be the wipe depending on that pull. Pull's going to go out. Charger's going to miss, but that's going to be a stumble in the corner over there. Hardigan melee skeeted. Oh my goodness. That is unfortunate. But the clutch melee skeet coming out there from Dane. Spit's going to go in, managing to miss. So that was almost a wipe though. That pull was out, and then that was a melee skeet and a half.
That was really clutch there by Dane. Well played by him with that fire axe. And yeah, so we'll see the stars continue through the map here. Will they make the safe room or not? Time will tell. Jota being down to 2 incaps. I'm being told I'm still saying his name wrong. It's Hota.
Even when I pronounce it correctly.
I don't know. I say Jota because I think of it as an actual J.
No, it's Spanish. It's like it's a different kind of J. We have a nice jockey going out right there onto Hota, and now that's gonna be the double cap. No clear coming out from Mira right there. They might actually be able to clear that tongue.
No, he's on the other side of the roof.
Yeah, that's the wipe going on with Serenity right there by Smiley side. Great infected chapter by them.
And this is going to leave a wide open gap here for them to actually make this comeback. Because that tank, once again, really isn't all that rough to actually kill off. And they could also run it way back and just completely AI it. I mean, they have plenty of choices to do here. And, you know, some nice areas to fight at as well. So we could definitely see a turnaround here. They could take the lead after this chapter is all said and done. But we're going to have to just wait and see how it plays out, I guess, and what they decide to do. Hopefully they don't eat these first couple hits too hard, though.
Okay. And they could definitely make something out of this because, like, that tank in that area, if they know how to counter whatever strat that was, or if Team Serenity plays it differently, like, there is a high potential of LOSing there. And again, that's not a high wipe rate area. Just because of that strat that we saw and because of the Survivor team's inability to counter it, that's a different story right there. Typically, that doesn't go as badly as we saw it. So again, they can do probably better, I would say, if they just don't take as much damage up to that point and they hold out the event successfully enough. But Spitter, Jockey, Charter, Smoker for the first hit here from Team Serenity as Smiles their way at the safe room. Look at the Charter wants to spawn on the left-hand side over there, but he did just lose his spawn. Smoker wants to pull in from the front. Charter's now going back towards the safe room. That would be interesting if nobody actually blocks that, but I think they might. Not sure. Jockey's spawning up on the left-hand side, trying to work his way in. No dice. Charger repositions. There's your full charge Spit going out. That should be an okay amount of damage. It wouldn't be too much. But Sickening jumped into it a little bit, so that's going to be almost 35 on that first hit.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate that Glitch and Sickening both ended up eating a little bit of that. But they will eventually wipe themselves off of that Spit and continue way through the map here, making their way up to the next wide open area. They shouldn't really eat an attack here. They should be able to make their way out into open yet again before the next hit actually starts to gear up. Unless this Boomer can make some sort of miracle rocket happen, which he's not going to be able to find because Rosho's is blocking all the spawns. So that will be the open area up ahead. Easily taken by them, and now they're going to have to find another way to get this next SI hit. And they do have this Witch to deal with, which, as we saw in the previous half, was quite detrimental.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they can get the draw out, that would be okay. Boomer getting a nice single boom there. Charter, Smoker, Jockey. But, I mean, there was interference on that crown the last time by that Smoker. And then, of course, the Witch went for the person who tried to clear the Smoker tongue who had an Uzi, who also was charged. But as long as somebody gets a clean shot off on it, it should be okay. They don't accidentally, like... If they don't accidentally have like an Uzi shoot it as well. I think Tofu or it's Tofu or Impulse who are going to be pulling it, I'm pretty sure, because the other two have the Uzi. So that is going to be the draw by Sickening, actually. And then that's going to be a nice pull in front. There's your crown going out. That's exactly what you wanted to see right there, because the Survivor who pulled the Witch was able to get back. The other two ate the SI, but they were quickly cleared, and then the clean crown went out from the draw. That's what you need from an area like that.
Indeed it is. And they're going to make their way up to the event now. They could actually push this... I believe they can push this tank forward, or this event forward, into the water if they so chose to. But it looks like from the position they're going to back up as have two survivors still outside of the aircraft liner, or crashed airline, I should say. Crashed aircraft. Whatever. Something that's laying on the ground where it's not supposed to be. That used to be an airplane. But yeah, so we're going to see them go ahead and back their way up here into the wide open area. Boomer, Smoker, Jockey for this first hit. They're probably going to throw it before the survivors even get to this next area. Or get back to the trees.
Is it a ground plane now instead of an airplane since it's not in the air?
It's ground and pound.
Oh, Lord. We have a hit going in right now. That Jockey's going to get shut down. Another pop on that Boomer. Charter getting obliterated. And yeah, I have to agree with you so far in terms of how Team Smile Support Society have taken hits that weren't on tank. Obviously, the tank didn't go too well for them last chapter, but their Survivor play has been pretty solid from what I've seen, especially against Serenity. Like, obviously, they're also on their home server, so that does help a little bit. But the pings aren't that far apart, to be fair.
Yeah, it's really not bad at all, and I mean that's something that we've run into quite a few times. Obviously, is just teams from different areas having different pings connecting to servers and whatnot. I mean, you look at like the Chinese; they have like 200 plus pings whenever they connect to like a NA server, but then you look at the Koreans, and for whatever reason, they have like 100 and 130, and it's like, well, why is it such a big difference? But anyway, attack coming in here though. Boomer lands out onto Rochelle, Hunter, and Spitter working together on Nick, and that will be the attack over and done with again.
A little bit of chip damage off the 2-2, but not a whole lot to worry about there. And, I mean, the survivors at this point, they're looking pretty good, but they should just decide exactly really, like... Do you think it's worth running the tank back to that area, or should they just fight it? I think they should fight next to the two, like, rocks that are up there in that openish field, like, past the plane.
I think it's a better area, because it's obviously a great differential in spawns. There's a lot less. Hunter coming in from the side outhouse now. We'll find out that's under a shell. Charger getting a double charge on two survivors. Jockey as well, bringing Nick towards the spit. That's going to be a lot of spit damage with the common locking them up. That just decimated the health. Oh my god.
I mean, I was looking at where they were planning on doing, but I don't know what the thought process was. Maybe they figured if they could stand a little bit further up, they could push this and now not have to worry about the hit after this, but it doesn't matter because they just took an absolutely awful hit right there with that double charge landing plus the jockey. To be fair, the charger was cleared right before the survivor got jocked, but with the spit and everybody just in that area, like, that was awful. And that's exactly what they didn't want going into this tank. Nice pop going on that boomer, but again, that's a little bit of a mix-up in the positioning right there, I would say, from the survivors.
Indeed it is, and this Hunter is actually just staying silent over in the bushes off to the right survivors. They haven't noticed him just yet. He has crashed down, so they're going to realize that he's there. Going for a pounce, gets destroyed, though, by Impulse and the Co. And looks like the Charger as well is going to go ahead and back out, along with the Spitter, looking to make something happen later on. The Spitter's going to get surrounded and killed off, though. Actually, no, the Impulse didn't even notice the Spitter. Jockey latching on Impulse. He was the only survivor on that side of the bushes. Goes for a dodge, lands a double charge. That's another massive hit. And this Jockey just bringing Impulse for a ride. Yeah, that's an in-cap.
Really unfortunate. This Deagle's trying so hard to clear that, but they have to go all the way back. We jinxed it, Kiss Me. We started talking about how good their survivor play was on everything besides tanks, and now we see this.
Heads up.
That was just nuts. These charges are just destroying Team Smiley.
Oh, that's more
support.
separation in the front. So Sickening is going to get pulled up there. Hunter's going in for more scratches in the back. That's even more damage. And the tremendous opportunity that they had because of the wipe that they pushed out on the Serenity, they're not going to be able to duplicate that well, I don't think, due to the fact that they've just misplayed the past two hits very heavily.
Reloading.
Indeed, and yes, as Chad is mentioning, SI plays all day long. They're just ripping down support society. They're taking the support away from support society. So that's just society.
Yeah, I mean, that's the question, you know, the SI really just capitalized on the survivor mistakes, and we've seen a couple survivor mistakes in the past couple hits. Another charge going out right there. Spit's going to come in way late onto that, not going to be able to land. Actually does manage to land a little bit. Impulse taking even more damage from that. Smoker getting a pullback into the Spit, as a matter of fact. This is just... I don't understand it. Their survivor was so good for the first like half of this map, and then just fell apart in the past few hits. Now Miro has this tank for Serenity in the living... I don't even know where he is right now, but he's far away. But this is going to be a tough call for Serenity to say, okay, do we keep our tank back here? Do we try to push in, just wipe them right away? Because I think the survivors are going to blitz into his face. Alright, so let's see. Smile Sports Society are going to try to push in onto this tank right here to get that chip. Nice rock onto Impulse right there. The Hunter is just chilling in the background there. Nice tri-boom going out. Another rock landing onto Impulse. Miro is going to commit right here, is going to get the wipe. Impulse is going to go down. Tank is going to work his way over to the side. Imagine you get the lockup onto Sickening. Pounce goes out onto Rochelle on the left, and that is going to be the wipe onto Smile Sports Society coming out from Team Serenity. Miro going for those quasi B-hops, trying to find Coach the corner here, jumping his way in, as he's known to do. And Glitch is going to sit there, he's going to throw the rock to the other side, they're going to stare each other down for a little while. Former ex-Helheim teammates coming in here, and that is going to be the wipe. So Serenity actually continuing their lead, furthering it just a little bit by just about 28 points going into map 3 now. So again, winning on the away server so far. Unfortunately, that was a lot of the surviving mistakes. I think as chat mentioned as well, you know, there's that whole conversation between what's good SI play and what is good, like, capitalization. So, like, SI are going to do what they do, but if the survivors don't make mistakes, it's going to be much harder for the infected to make plays. But I think a good SI team is able to go in the coordination to capitalize the most on what the survivors do wrong. Like whenever they see an opportunity to do it, and that's exactly what Serenity was able to do to Smile Support Society there. Really unfortunate for Smile Support Society that they took that much damage prior to that tank.
Indeed. And sorry, I'm just trying to down my cold food. I just thought it was still the next man. I was like, oh god, let me just finish this.
Hey, I'm reloading.
But indeed, so we'll be moving on to the third map here. Once again, we might not be seeing a second game, especially if Serenity are actually winning after this game is all said and done. So we might be cutting this off at a BO1, and we will see what ends up happening here as we near the start of the third map. And yeah, we'll be seeing, obviously, once again, Team Serenity over on the Survivor have to start things off here. They have around a 500-point lead coming into this. And then, obviously, Team Smile Support Society, I said it right for the first time, in 3 maps. They're going to be on the SI to start things off. And we're just waiting on Miro to ready up.
I believe he's going to right now. So we are going to see Team Serenity on the Survivor. They are going to be running a, I think it's quad shoddy lineup here too. 4 chrome shotguns. Tank is at 77%, so late. Again, it's going to put more, I guess, in their favor because they're going to get those distance points. Spitter, Boomer, Hunter, Smoker for the special infected hit right here. Smoker and Hunter sprung up on the roof right there. We're actually seeing Serenity bait. I don't usually see them bait that much. Boomer's going to go in there, going to get a nice double boom. They're probably going to wait out that horde now before they...
I know the field chat. I've been casting for 4 hours. I just want a break for like a half hour, but you know, no rest allowed. Regardless, so that Boomer once again does manage to land. Gonna pull in some horde, gonna make the survivor sit inside the safe for a little bit longer. And I believe Coach probably saw the Hunter's head, so they know that there's a Hunter, at least the Hunter back there. But now the attack comes in, Hunter getting skeeted. Jockey not finding anything thus far, gets shot down by the quad shotguns of Team Serenity. Oh god.
Kiss me's good. We're all good. So, yeah, I mean, just a little bit of damage, 22 so far off that first hit and a half because they got the spitter after the Boomer sack. But, again, I really don't know what Team Smile Support Society can do here besides try to get a wipe on that tank. Because, again, like, the hits in this area are going to be what they are. It's usually wide open, and this is another critique of Swamp Fever that people have. Like, the damage potential, if the survivors even just don't group up a whole lot, have a really, really good possibility of just not taking that much damage. And it's one of those things where, yeah, okay, it's a common thing about competitive Left 4 Dead 2, but it's especially true on this map where all the spawns here are being blocked. We saw almost single spawns coming out in the last match we casted on this, and they've already made their way through about, I don't know, 40% of the map with only 1 hit being taken on the third map right here, but it's still worth a lot of points. So the comeback potential isn't really huge. And again, Hunter going in kind of alone, Jockey trying to work its way in, not going to find much of anything, Boomer going in, going to get popped and shut down. This is the story of what it's like playing on Swamp Fever.
I don't think Swamp Fever is really that bad at all. I mean, it really goes to show just how well teams can coordinate with their SI. I mean, we saw in the last game, Talk and EOS just started going back and forth with each other on their home and away games. And, you know, both teams had some really amazing SI hits, some amazing tanks. It's, you know, I could understand why teams think it's really hard to get SI hits, but, I mean, even in this game, we just saw Serenity land 2 beautiful double charges on Team Smile Sports Society. And, you know, they had really good hits as well. So I don't see where the whole argument really comes in. It's obviously, you know, if your team is good enough and you can create a big enough distraction, you can get the hits.
Good single boom right there, and then that Smoker did get cleared, but then that Hunter's going to get speeded. I don't know, maybe it's a preference for people who have played the map longer too, you know, because I mean people who have been around for a long time, they obviously know Swamp Fever better just innately because Swamp Fever is not usually played, I would say, maybe once in a blue moon in pugs, maybe in a couple scrims a couple times when it's time for the tournament. Like when a tournament actually forces it into rotations when you see it played the most, but some people hate the fact that there are just, like, only trees ready to spawn behind a bunch of other stuff. I've heard arguments made about it, and a nice trick right here coming out by Serenity to get that tank spawn without having to start the event. Hunter going in, another skeet coming in, Charter managing to get cleared before it completes, and then we do have that Smoker still spawned up, and the tank is in the hands of Tofu for the Smile Support Society right here. He's going to have a difficult task here trying to wipe these survivors, especially with that no water slowdown. I don't think we've seen an okay amount of damage come out, I think, on a couple of these tanks in this area, but again, I'm going to keep harping on this, that it's not a place that has a lot of high damage potency.
Yeah, this is going to be, once again, one of those really rough tanks that really just comes down to how the survivors decide to play. They could go for some really hard LOS back up towards the other house, or they could play close like we saw Team Talk do in their last game, or the previous game. You know, pretty much just stay close, get all that chip that you can with the Uzis. You can really just rail into the tank really hard from this range. And, you know, it's really how they decide to play it. The tank doesn't really have all that much of a say in how the survivors play this one.
saw Han get the no-hitter in that second half of the EOS versus Talk 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 game as well, so I mean, it really depends. Oh, that rock does manage to land on the Thug Life, though, so there's your first bout of damage coming out off that. I don't know if that was a Rage Rock or if that actually registered. Did that register?
I believe it did not. Who did that hit? Nick? Rails?
I watched the replay, yeah, I got damage. Okay, cool.
Oh, it did.
So, yeah, I did. I was just making sure. I was just going to see. Alright, so he managed to land that, but now he's kind of standing on top of this roof, just waiting for the survivors either to LOS or play that chip. Charger Hunter and another spawn coming into queue. It's going to be a boomer. So again, they can try to get this hit. I think the gripe people have is that they can just stand out in this open area and then watch the spawns like this and just not take a whole lot of damage. I mean, obviously we saw that last rock land, but the tank just got chipped down to under 5,000 HP. Hunter going in, almost landing on to Miro right there. Not going to be able to, though. Does get shut down. Rock going in towards Miro. Charger's going to get leveled, and this boomer has no hope.
Yeah, this boomer, if he lands something, he is the Jesus boomer, to say the least. But he's going to go ahead and try to look for a spawn here underneath. Alice going to get popped over there by Rochelle. So that will be that over and dealt with. Tofu down 1,400 HP already, sitting at 4,600. Now down to 4,400. The shotgun's just railing him from the side of that building. Every time he hits the ladder, Alice is just pumping him full of lead.
That's actually a really good strategy, because instead of taking that chip, he does go second pass. So, and he's already been chipped down to about 4,000, less than 4,000 health, 35, less than 3,000 when he hits the ground. Nice pull, though, to get that first punch out on it to Adane there, turning back around, trying to get that hit once more, not going to work, though. Nice charge for the 2-cap. This should be at least an in-cap onto this, on the Bug Life in the corner right there. Indeed it is. So, again, as we've seen even today, it can go worse than that. Nice smoker pull to get that separation, plus that early initial punch, and then the quasi 2-cap that went down, but this is still going to put things squarely in Serenity's favor, because that was nowhere near a wipe.
Yeah, that's far and away from what they wanted. Serenity, though, is sitting in a very nice spot right now. They got to be happy with themselves and how they took that tank. Thug Life, you know, one corner is just really bound to happen with a tank, especially a tank that knows how to work the angles with his punches and whatnot. And, you know, what more did you expect from that tank, really? Tofu just knows how to, you know, he knows how to position himself so that a Starvik can't easily, you know, get himself hit out of a corner. So Tofu just played it smart, got that in cap, and, you know, that's all they could have really asked for him. It's a very hard area to take that tank, especially if there's no boom to land a quad or a tri-boom. Yeah, it's just a hard tank.
Really, really is. And I mean, at this point, unless they get a whole lot of damage at that event, which I mean, it could happen, especially with the way that those like houses are positioned. But I don't really see it happening, unfortunately. I mean, again, I could be wrong. Something crazy could happen, but we'll see exactly what they can do. Charger, Hunter, Spitter, and a Jockey for the next hit coming in. That Hunter's already taking a little bit of chip damage there as Serenity does push forward. And Serenity doesn't really wait around. They just they push through when they need to, and they do finish the maps rather fast most of the time. I do not expect them to hold this out, I don't think. I expect them to push through it, unless they really, really want to try to, like, stay in the lead, but I don't think they really need to do that. Nice Jockey landing right there. Charger goes to the punch as well. Lots of damage going into the Thug Life right there. Nice 2-cap as well. So I think that Charger got barely leveled right before that happened, and that obviously was damage, mostly on the damage bonus, and then that set of pills being committed is going to allow them to choke.
Indeed, so the damage and health bonus both sitting respectively around that 60% range. Health bonus sitting at 56, damage bonus at 62. So they are sitting pretty high up there with the total health bonus. And if they make this safe with this health bonus, which more than likely they're gonna at this rate, pretty much one hit separates them from it. And the Boomer does proxy on Rochelle, smoke around, pull on Alice in front. Jockey works away from the left side. We'll find a Nick's back, and that will be a brief jock onto him. But that will be the final hit here, I do believe, for Smile Support Society. And this could be the round that puts the final nail in the coffin.
And unfortunately for Smile Support Society, I think it's going to be props to Serenity for making it with the bonus they're about to. That's going to bring their total score to 2,619. And there was no friendly fire that entire round, according to Concert. So 592 aggregate bonus. And that's really, really good. What?
That's a big health bonus.
That's
nice.
Really good. That's really, really good. So this is going to put a lot of stress on Smile Support Society. Obviously, they can't afford to wipe at that tank. If they match that bonus and they have a shot, but again, it's kind of hard due to the fact that that tank is not like, I don't know, sometimes it's not wipeable, but against a team that has less experience on it and perhaps doesn't know the positioning as well, there could be a chance of getting a pretty good amount of damage. It's either going to be Thug or Hota, so we'll see how it happens. But again, Smile Support Society can do it. They just have to not be afraid by the fact they're behind 1,600 points.
Neither of those tanks I want to play against.
Right.
I mean, pretty much none of the tanks of Serenity I want to play against. They're all just very dangerous players, and especially when you put a tank in their hands, they can make they can make a work of art out of dirt.
That's a definite skill that I need to brush up on. I need to ask them how to do that.
Yeah, you need to brush up on it.
Yeah, I do, man. So we have a Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, and a Spitter. This 2-2 for Serenity on the first hit. Smoker's crouched behind that truck over there. Survivor's working their way out here. Let's see if they can just mitigate this damage by getting like a skeet or some kind of clear of some kind. But trying to shoot the Hunter behind the tree, the baiting game goes in. The Hunter's down to half health. They're going to push the Smoker. Nice double cap going out actually from Serenity on that, but the support SI were a little bit late. Boomer is not even going to spawn yet, and that Spitter did get a little bit of chip damage.
Indeed, it did. Boomer wilding his way in. We'll get a single boom here out onto Coach, and that will be the final end of that attack. Not really all that much damage yet again. We had a brief double cap happen along with this single boom. And unfortunately, that's all they wrote for that hit, so Serenity's going to have to wait another day for this next hit to come up.
See, because this open area here, again, not a whole lot of damage potential, but they have the right hit for it. It's going to be a Smoker, Hunter, Jockey, and the Spitter. Probably the best you're going to get here, I would say. But let's see when they decide to send it in, because Smile Sports Society is going to chill, taking their way through here. And that's really what they can still do. And I actually do like the fact that we're seeing 4 shotguns from both teams, I will say.
Yeah, it's interesting. Going from a game where we saw mainly Uzis with Talk up against, now quad shotguns. It's interesting to see the different play styles. That you can be much more aggressive with these shotguns, whereas with the Uzis, if you just kind of backpedal for a couple seconds, you can just rail literally everything down. And the focus fire is very strong. But we'll see how these two teams pair off against the quad shotties. Looks like they might go for a witch draw crown here from back up here.
I think they definitely should. Sickening is going to pull it, working his way back, and the Witch is making her way underneath there. Nice pounce going out. Oh, and the pull goes out, and the Witch is going to get a slap on a Sickening. It is actually going to get the full in-cap. That's really unfortunate, because now they're going to have a full bleeder for tank.
Yeah, that was a really very, very nice support play there by Team Serenity as they got that Witch to get both swipes out onto Sickening. And once again, that's what the Survivors having quad shotguns. They weren't able to get a single full crown shot onto the Witch. And once again, she secures that in-cap for the SI in return. So we'll see another attack coming here, though. Impulse eating a boom here. I'm not too sure if they want to trigger this tank with this boom out, but they are still pushing forward.
They have to get a little bit closer, I think, than where they're at. They get, like, right up to that edge of that wall, and they don't want to start the event. Nice ski going out onto that Hunter. Charter is just dancing around on the right-hand side here, finally going to get taken out. But I think they're going to be able to, like, I don't know. They should not have a whole lot of interference after they get that tank up. They should be able to work back. They are splitting up pretty heavily right now, but nothing's really up in the rotation. Actually, the Smoker might be able to get a pull on Rochelle. I lied. Pull is going to go out onto Rochelle right there. No tongue cut either. That's going to be a pretty nice amount of separation. Again, not really making a whole lot of sense as to why they were that split.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but, it happens. And they're going to go ahead and look to trigger this tank. And it's interesting. Didn't the other team get tanked before event?
Yeah,
oh, no, there we go.
Same thing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
To jump at that wall. You can do the same thing in Dark Carnival 1.
Oh, I thought the Survivors were doing it correctly, that jump they were doing, but I guess they were doing it wrong. Until Nick showed them how to do it.
Oh yeah, man. And the tank is up for Serenity into the hands of Thug Life.
Indeed, it is. Thug Life going to go ahead and move his tank and gets caught up on a bush here, though. And he finally does find the correct... I'm not even going to go ahead and say that. No, I'm not going to say
I knew
it.
it was coming.
Yeah, I checked myself before I wrecked myself. Charger laying a nice double charge, though, inside the house, it seems, or on the boardwalk, possibly up ahead. Jockey latching onto Ellis as well, going to drag him back outside. This tank is incredibly close to Survivors now. And he's going to go ahead and look to position himself probably up on top of the roof and start raining down hell upon the Survivors with his rocks. Ellis being really aggressive. What?
Yo, he's caught right now. Like, if he's in that corner, actually, never mind, he can get out maybe from that side, but if he gets pulled, he's going to be in a bad situation. That's a lot of chip going out onto Thug Life, though. It's good for the Survivors if the SI weren't ready for that kind of push. He's in a pretty tough spot, actually, on their side over there.
Indeed he is. I mean, he's still maintaining LOS for the most part, down to 55% rage. First pass. And his SI are up as well. Juggy. We got Charger, Smoker, Boomer for the support. Boomer rocking in, not going to find a proxy of any sort nor boom. And that will be a rock going out towards Nick, going to get shot out of there, though. Thug Life down to 4,100 HP. He's getting ripped.
Actually, that Smoker pull's going to go out in the back. He's in a bad spot right now, too. It looks as though the Survivors are going to take it upon themselves, take the initiative, and push that tank until it dies. That's really probably what the call is. That is going to be a rock going out onto Sickening right there. Thug Life turning back around, getting an in-cap, making a lemonade out of the lemons right there. He did is down to 1400 HP. That's unfortunate for him. Rock going in, not going to land. His support is also despawning itself right now. He's got a pretty nice end cap, but at the same point in time, the survivors are playing it turbo aggressive right now, trying to get whatever they can onto him, which I think is the right call, but we have that smoker going out into the corner now. Rock going out, managing to land onto Tofu as well. Now, this is a little bit more damage than the survivors would want. They're in an awkward position if this Boomer lands. Boomer is going to get popped. Rock goes in, does get skeeted, so I would call this almost a tie, but Sickening is going to be black and white.
Indeed it is, but I mean they can still make it past this tank. Obviously, tank only has 900 HP, a little less than that actually left to his name. Coach still playing very aggressive though. He seems like he doesn't want to fall back. He wants this kill.
Tank's still in first. I mean, he can still somewhat like semi-long rock tank here, but I think survivors. If they were going to commit to that kind of push, I would just push the hell out of them right there and not let this happen now, because they're going to be bleeding out as this goes, and that person who's bleeding out is black and white. Hit coming in, Charger trying to find anything, not going to land. Rock going in, not going to land either. But again, just more chip damage is damage. What a hitbox! Wow, that was an incredible rock by Thug Life right there. And he's found his way behind the porta potty here, where the survivors are still shooting him. This should be a dead tank at this point, because they can shoot him through the porta potties. But still, that was a nice amount of damage coming out from that area. Good tank by Thug. Survivors were aggressive. It kind of worked for them, but again, they also got hit pretty hard by the tank's turnaround right there.
Indeed they did. They're down to a 409 health bonus compared to the 592 that we saw Team Serenity make their safe room with. So they're already behind health bonus for this round, and they still have the event to go. And this event can be very, very unforgiving. There's a lot of places here in the very beginning where you can actually get completely reset as a survivor and have to make your way back around, back up the planks, back across the bridge. So it's really not forgiving at all, especially if there's, well, a smoker and a jockey, as we see in the lineup for the SI, along with the Hunter, so the stumble is also there. So let's see what they can make happen.
Hit's going to be going in now, like jockey from the top, Hunter from the side, and that smoker's going in as well. Spit does go out on the survivors in front. One survivor is alone behind right here. They are going to not manage to get that survivor actually glitch, taking out the entire hit by her lonesome, killing the Hunter, dead stopping the jockey, and shooting the smoker in the face.
That was pretty nutty, actually. I was spectating her. I just happened to switch the camera, and she literally just man-moded up and took down everything. Wow.
Alright, so no need to worry about the bonus there. Glitch doing a pretty good job. Obviously, Serenity going to be pretty squarely ahead going into the finale here, and it is the away server technically for them. So the odds of seeing a game 2 probably aren't too good right now. Boomer going in, getting a nice double boom from the back. Hunter going in, trying to land on a glitch from the front. Charter coming as well for the long charge. Hunter manages to land. Spit goes down on top of that. That is going to be this black and white survivor taking more damage bonus and committing that final set of pills. But that will be Smile Support Society making the safe room.
Alright, I'll go ahead and change it. Glitch woman moding up and just taking down that whole attack, okay?
Confirmed man mode. So let's see. Kiss Me's been racist today. Sexist.
Oh my god, don't even.
I think it's been a day. It is definitely been a day.
It's analogies and terminology. I don't want to hear it.
Oh no, we also got that part in there where we determined that English is the dominant language in the
my
world.
god.
So.
What does that make me, patriotic?
No, it makes you Donald Trump's vice president.
Damn.
Don't worry. The Kiss Me regime will be fine. But yeah, it's gonna be Serenity making the, I don't know, what is this, a lead of math, just under 800 points into the finale here. Obviously, with Team Smile Support Society making it on their half as well, wasn't as large a differential as it could have been, but God,
who remembers that?
Heard, I remember that.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that forever. I don't even know why you said that above. Heard you burn. I forget what that was in reference to. I just remember how to say it.
Oh, because you were wandering around on the first map of Swamp Fever, and you found that, like, there was some sign that you said that it was related to when you were checking prices and stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I forget what shop that was. It was somewhere inside that town on the main street.
Yeah, that was not one.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember how to say it. I was like, heard you burn. And then I started being really aggressive. I was like, heard you burn.
Yeah, exactly. It started getting more just progressively aggressive as we went on.
Oh, good times.
It is. Swamp Fever always brings the best times out of us right here.
Swamp Fever, best map. I swear, for
for
Bleed Out Dukes, we're doing all Swamp Fever every round.
Bleed Out what?
Bleed Out Part Deuce.
Oh god damn! I heard something much different. Okay.
What did you think I said, Rails? Whatever could it have been?
Nothing at all. I'm not even gonna say.
Yeah, and I'm the horrible one. Okay.
No, I think we complement each other at this point. So we are gonna have Serenity on the Survivor side. Team Smiley support side. I'm just staring at that Charger, just like watching that Charger want to drop down here, but just like doing a really good job kiting the survivors back and forth, just hiding on top of the safe room door. I don't know if the survivors realize that Charger's there or not, but that Hunter's gonna get taken out. Charger's gonna drop down probably from the top and get what it can. Charger going in, managing to land onto Hota. The spit's gonna go down on the front right there. Jockey landing as well, getting an okay amount of damage for setting everything in the safe room.
Wow. That was actually not too shabby at all, getting over 30 damage. Alice even walking into the Spit at the very end there. Spit dies off inside the safe room. That's going to block 2 survivors in. Tank coming up in the hands of Glitch here. So she will finally get her tank, and she'll get to show us what she can do.
Now the questions come out as to who the best female Left 4 Dead 2 player is.
Oh, God. I'll be completely honest, Rosie.
Rosie?
Yep. No one here probably knows who she is.
All I know is the Rosie Boom.
Rosie was an amazing player. She was better than like 90% of the guy players.
Pretty good. Being better than 90% of anything is really good, but... So, Glitch here, staking the title, I guess. Let's see exactly what she's going to be able to do on this tank, which usually, again, doesn't get a lot of damage. I feel like I've said that like 5 million times today, but... It's a small fever, man. That's how it works. Charger, Hunter, Smoker for the first hit here that they might want to send in. Charger running around the back, almost landing on the Miro, but does get leveled. Smoker goes in, manages to land on a Miro. Rock going in, almost clipping Miro in the face, but not going to, unfortunately, for the tank. Throwing another rock down on the survivors right there, not going to land. Tank's on 20% first pass.
Indeed it is. And Claudia was also good. She got caught hacking in CSGO, so that's all I'm going to say. So I kind of rule her out.
Okay.
That chat's going off.
You're telling me? Yeah, chat's gonna have an answer to this. I want them democratically, without completely eating each other. Please tell us who you think the best female Left 4 Dead 2 player is. I am interested in the responses to that. Whenever this happens on the forums with any best player ever, it turns into an absolute shitfest. We do have the tank going in right now, and we're gonna have a Boomer, Smoker, and a Jockey for the support. Again, this Boomer might be able to do work, but Glitch is moving back for her log right here. We do see a single boom actually managing to land. Smoker is up as well. Log is going to be whipped across the map right there. Almost, if it caught a little bit better of a bounce, probably would have gone pretty well. Smoker does get cleared. Log going out, knocking over the side. We do have a Jockey onto the boom survivor. Hota getting triple teamed up there. And the rock's going to go in, managing to land it onto Dane. That's a good amount of damage for an open area like this. Tank repositioning and trying to knock the log in there. Probably shouldn't go too close to the survivors because the survivors are going to push her. But deciding to lock the log in, and it is now going to be relatively alone besides that Hunter. Nice rock going out, not going to land, however, pretty close. Another punch going out, probably going to get the in-cap onto Hota. If not the in-cap, then at least his permanent bonus gone. So that's going to be the... Oh, actually missing that last punch. That's really unfortunate.
I think she just pulled away too soon, or too early, I should say, and just managed to miss that kill on Jota.
Hota.
Jota.
Hota.
Jota.
Hota.
Jota.
Hota.
Jota.
Hota.
Jota.
Okay, fine. You can call him whatever you want.
I thought we were going to keep on for the whole finale or something.
No, dude. I got to the point where I realized that was happening. I was like, I wouldn't be able to take it, and the stream would just leave. At that point, and Jacob's in the chat too, so don't do anything too do anything too frisky. Jacob, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? We do have a witch pull coming out by Hota, who does get the crown. Charger's
beautiful crown by Jota.
The Charger just slammed his head into the fence and ran away.
That charge is a nope impulse, noping out of there as quick as you can.
Just gone, just absolutely gone. And now they're gonna give Hota pills, and that's gonna be okay. They have one set of pills left. Hota is bleeding, and they have 3 survivors with a lot of perm HP. So they should be able to make at least second tank, probably the boat.
Yeah, I don't see anything that's really going to be able to stop them. Second tank in this map really isn't all that hard at all. So definitely possible that they can beat this tank and make it once again to the boat like we saw Team EOS do on their home game in the previous game, that is. So let's see how swiftly they can make it. Attack out dropping in though. Charger doesn't land onto Nick, but he gets an instant get up. Smoker grab and pull down a coach, but get killed off right away. Jockey as well, melee down and killed off by Ellis, I believe that was. So that's another attack completely nulled, or X'd out, I should say. And that will be the Stars making their way down the drop here with no SI up. They're going to go ahead and make their way towards the button and look to set this event off.
Chad is just Chad. Like, Chad is just, she pulled out too soon. She man mode again. Thank you for all of that commentary. Do have that charger trying to go for a solo charge, not going to land. Smoker, Spitter, Boomer. Smoker's trying desperately to pull Hoto over here, but he's having none of it. Now actually does get pulled up against the hedges, but quickly cleared by his teammates. They should be able to start the event without a whole lot more incident.
Reloading.
I hate my chat.
Ammo.
I know it's complicated, Jacob. I know. I'm aware.
But I forgot who asked who I was calling out for cheating, but I don't think I remember if she got caught or if she admitted to it. But Claudia was she cheated in CS:GO, so that's why I just kind of forgot about her for Left 4 Dead 2, greatest woman player. But anyway, attack coming in here though. Jockey getting destroyed by Hota. Is that correct?
Hota.
Hota.
There you go.
Hota.
Yeah, exactly.
Hota. Hota.
Yeah.
Hota.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. I'm feeling uncomfortable. Okay. Oh dear God. That's how Dragon says it. If you ever hear Dragon Cast, that's the way he does it. He has that kind of like, he has that nice roll on the J that makes it sound just like almost like an H.
Hota.
There you go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good pronunciation. We have a hit coming in here right now. Spit's going down onto nothing, as a matter of fact. Tri-Boom does land. Try to get them two and shut down. Boomer's wandering its way in, trying to get a quad. Not going to land. And Smoker got picked.
Indeed, so that will be the attack over and done with, but not before a nice amount of damage going out, since I was including that Tri-Boom. So that will cause a bit of a disturbance here in the lines of Team Serenity, and we'll see another attack gearing up here in a couple seconds as the spawn timers do continue ticking down here. Charger, Hunter, Hota, Spitter, and Jockey here for Team Smile Support Society.
Jacobson is walking a very fine line.
Oh God!
Getting Jockey down there after he took out that Hunter.
Hota.
Gives me you want your porridge colder.
I just want to call him Joda. Damn it!
Why? Because
It would have evaded all of this.
no, it wouldn't have. He's gonna kill us for what we've said on this cast.
Let's go ahead and first person inspect some Hota. Hota shooting down the Spitter. Gonna go ahead and look for the skeet on the Jockey or Hunter as well. Not grabbed by him though. Hota.
4 hours of casting really gets to you. Yo, I'm fine. I just
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
okay.
this guy is doing. But I mean, listen, we've established a lot of stuff today, but that's probably the best. Yes, the pronunciation of his name is Hota. It's not Jota.
Hota. Hota, Hota.
Making that noise for the rest of it. Stop. There's a single boom going out right there. Nice sweep by Thug Life, and the Jockey is going to land on the Thug for a little bit of damage right there, but not a whole lot going out. Hota taking some spit damage too. Yeah, oh my God.
Reloading.
Oh God. Super
You can't talk because of what you and I have said on stream. I agree with that much. Oh my goodness. The next hit's coming in. Hunter going in. We have a pull onto Hota over there. Now we have a pounce landing onto Thug. And the Charger's going to try to go in and slam his head against the hedge, unfortunately. Not able to do a whole lot.
Indeed. So, we're fine. Oh God. Oh, that was good. Anyway, they've made their way to the second tank now. Tank climbing over the fence and the hand to Tofu here, and he's gonna get pushed down by Hota Hota.
Closing my browser.
Oh. Have you guys never seen the cast that Jake and I did, where we literally talked about a tank doing wipes? Anyway, nice double cap happening. Possibility of a tri-cap here happening. Oh, well, the Hunter looking for the interceptor. Gonna go continue focus down to Hota. Hota does get pounced. Hota, clear yourself.
That rock landing shell too. Oh. And the funniest part about the white game that you and Jacob did, that was my team too. That was Braxis versus somebody in Watch Left.
Wasn't that the same game where the tank like climbed your shell?
Yeah. The tank mounted a speed. Yeah, everybody wants to watch a highlight. That's not something that we show children, but yeah, whatever you want.
I highlighted that.
Yeah, that tank bench pressing a Stoopy. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Tofu's down to 5% on the first pass. Still has 4,600 health. Quad boom going out, though. On to all members of Serenity. I would commit there if I were him, but I don't think he's going to. Actually, yeah, he is. He decided to throw a rocket, let the Horde get in a little bit. Here comes the commit. Hota a bit nearest to him, actually, on that side over there. He's about to go slow. Miro is already slow. They're just working their way back. He's going for Miro. Jockey going for Miro as well. Tank is going to get the in-cap onto him. Nice high pounce onto Hota right there. 25 damage. Tank now in-capping Hota. He's down to 900 health, though, and Salty is still fast, but he is going to... Oh, this is a punch actually on him right there. I thought that was going to be the corner. Obviously not. Tank's throwing a rock over there, also going to miss. Charter hitting the tree. Exactly, yes, that's the sign. That is the sign right there. I remember that was another... I don't know if that was after the RBT Grand Finals or what that was, but... Okay, Serenity's not dead yet, but that was a nice tank so far.
Yeah, so they've actually done a pretty good job with this tank this far, getting a lot of damage, and another rock just latching onto Ellis. I'm not too sure why, it just seemed like he just ate there, or sat there and ate it. But Smoker can grab a pull onto Ellis now, but that does get cooled off. They can still beat this tank. It has 400 HP left to its name. So this tank's still very killable. And it dies before it even gets over the fence.
Vector, I'm fine. It's the quote that he came out with.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
I gotta make a quote bot so you guys can make quotes of things that I said.
Yeah, honestly, listen, between both of us, that would just be, and then we need P-Sims, like, damage won't stop attacking in there, too. This tournament has just been just everything at once, I swear to you. There's the door blowing up. Survivors are going to work their way through right here. Wow, I lost like 80 FPS from that right there. Hota getting charged. Really
Hota!
Oh, God, each time you say it gets more and more aggressive.
Hota, why you do this?
Oh my God, Survivors getting tri-boomed at the front there as well, but they are going to be able to meander their way down to the boat right there. Unfortunately, Hota is dead. I don't know if that's ritualistic or what, but he's dead. He's gone. There you go. Rest of his team left him.
Hota, why you do this?
QT girl gamers, please hit me.
So we'll have them making the boat here. Obviously, with only 3 survivors, with the minus of Team Serenity's Hota, and they will finish off the game with a score of 3,470. So they're around 1,600 points down. Hota. Hota.
It's being enunciated further in chat now. We're dissecting it down to where it's Hota.
It's like Tahoe, only backwards.
Yes, exactly.
Hota. It's like Tahoe, only backwards.
Reloading.
Good times.
Alright, I'm prepared. I'm ready to go now.
Oh, yeah?
Change my name to Tahoe.
Wait, what? Did you? Tahoe! I gotta change your name on the stream. Oh, this is the first game. We haven't gotten to the second yet. If there's even a second.
If we have to go to a second game, I don't know.
I'm changing the stream title to Hota. But the thing is, Hota's such a cool guy, too.
I know, he's so cool. And his name pronunciation is what led us to this, because Super was like, Kiss Me still can't pronounce his name right, even after Rail says it correctly, and you just started saying Jota, but now it's Hota, and we've established that it's Tahoe backwards. That's what I've gotten out of my life today. And look who the tank is! The tank is
Hota!
By Hota!
Hota! Oh god!
You're snarling!
Hota!
Oh my god, dude! I've got a tribal, like, arousal that's going on right now. I think that's why Jacob said we're walking a fine line, because it sounds vaguely sexual, I'm pretty sure.
Hota! Hota making his way to the roof! Hota!
Go ahead, Let's see, what's Hota doing?
Hota's moving around! Hota! Even Kaz is like, what the fuck?
Like, make sure to follow. This is what you'll be getting more of. Alright, Hota, let's see what you can do. Throwing that log in there, he has the survivor somewhat split. He actually may be able to get
Hota, leave it, under there, leave it! Hota!
No, Jesus Christ, he has what? 2,500 health left, he got a punch, throwing a rock in there, not going to land. He's in a pretty tough position right now. He's gonna throw that log in, not gonna be able to hit much of anything, but... Oh god, that's a pretty nice log hit, but it's not gonna land. And he has 9 HP, and unfortunately, Hota is dead.
Hota.
Oh no! Someone named Hota is in the chat now. Do you not like Native Americans? Kiss me shit on everybody today. Oh god. You speak English in America, number 1. Then number 2, yeah, now kiss me shitting on Native Americans.
Shut up. Every stream of Serenity will never be the same.
No, it won't.
This cast has changed Serenity forever.
I regret everything.
Are you guys still happy you corrected me over and over? With that being said, Smile Society actually took the tank very well. They are sitting very high with their health bonuses right now.
The impression turning people off for getting them Hota.
Oh god, and now everyone's just dogpiling on Coach. Charger missing the charge, but Jockey's still bringing Coach for a ride there. Lots of punches going down on Impulse. Probably an end cap on the brink of this, and indeed it will be just that. And that really, well, there's the tank.
And actually, that does match like most of the damage that you would like to see come out of that, but they still have 4 sets of pills on them. They have 4 sets of pills on the other side of the house, too.
I'm sorry, guys. After 4 hours of casting, we needed about 5 minutes of Hota.
Oh, back to casting. Yeah, like, I like how we make that switch just like immediately back after that just 20 minutes of saying the same word over and over again. Kiss me starting to learn Spanish on his own.
What was that old cartoon, like Tom and Jerry? Oh, no. It had the 2 mice in it, and it was like, under Riba.
This is bad. Glitch is up there alone, and it actually might go down from that spit or not. Oh, falls off the ledge and crashes onto the stairs. But that was almost really, really bad. I know which one you're talking about, too.
It had like the Spanish mouse that's really fast.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes, Speedy Gonzalez. That's where that's the only reason I know like that under the Riba thing.
Of course it is.
And then you were like, oh, Jota or Jota is Spanish, so I was like, okay, let me just combine these two.
That's how the chemistry works in your head. It's like, yes, combine this and that.
Combine. What's wrong with it? Oh yeah, Jota says Speedy Gonzalez.
So bad.
Another attack of me and Jockey trying to go there, and Charger gets obliterated. Jockey does latch onto her shell. Double boom going on as well. And that's going to be another nice amount of damage. Tofu taking quite a bit from that attack.
Jacob, that's
It's in 15 minutes. Oh, it's one of those casts.
It is. Swamp Fever's given us some of the best casts in history. The We Are the Gamers cast happened on this map, you know.
Swamp Fever is a great map. You know what? I don't care what the haters say. It's staying. That's why I don't get when that thread was on about like should we have the pacifice in the tournament. Everyone was like, remove Swamp Fever. I vote to remove Swamp Fever for that. And I was like, what do you guys mean? I never said anything about removing a map. And I was like, Swamp Fever is not going anywhere. Stop.
Oh, that pull almost landed on the side over there. We have that Charger, Spitter, and the Hunter coming in. Hunter getting nicely skeeted. Spitter is still waiting for something to land right here. That Charger, Holta's Charger is on the other side of the wall over there, working his way in now, just jumping, doing these punch and jumps back off the wall, waiting for a chance to actually go in. But they're baiting it out, Kiss Me, and that's their right.
Winnie in chat, someone asked, how did this Hoda thing arise? I wasn't here for it. And Winnie says Kiss Me was getting his name wrong, but now he got it. He certainly did.
Kiss Me for his opinion on Native Americans.
What? What? It doesn't even sound like a Native American name. What is going on? I'm guessing because his Hota spelt out looks like a Native American name, I guess.
Yeah, there you go, Kiss Me. That's exactly why.
Okay, I'm good now.
Smoker up top, able to win. Oh, that Hunter catches Ellis in midair and actually takes fall damage. when she falls off the top, and now that smoker is also going to not get picked, did get a pull for a second. So yeah, we've learned a few things about Kiss Me today, that he's racist, that he's sexist,
Oh
that he
my
has black
God.
and white towns, and he's also against Native Americans, and he really likes English.
I hate you, Rails.
It's okay. Hota.
Jota.
Oh my god.
That's good. That's my word for the day. I'm gonna make a Twitter
The second
post.
most common name in the world after Muhammad.
I'm gonna go make a Twitter post. You know what? Screw it.
Go for it. I mean, hey, why
I
not?
am. Anyone that is following my Twitter, you're about to see Jota.
Persia Burn, Hota, Swamp Fever, We Are the Gamers. I like it. I like it. So, I think Smile Sports Society might know that the game, maybe not that the game's over, but that they're going to lose this half. I mean, if they want to, they could play an away game. And if that happens, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Probably come up with some other odd name pronunciation that we obsess over for 20 minutes. But we'll see what happens on this next hit. This Hunter is going for a DP. Tank is going to be up now into the hands of Nero. Charger misses. Hunter tries to land, gets skeeted. Jockey doesn't have much right here, but he's just going to chill.
Indeed, it is up in the hands of Miro, so we'll see what Team Serenity can make happen if they can actually bring the wipeout on to Team Smiley Sports Society. And, yeah, I mean, there's a 1,300 point gap right now. I'm not too sure if they're going to actually want to play the game, too, with this gap going into their away game. But we shall see when the time comes for that.
It's 4 p.m. and I feel like I need a drink. Thank you, Jacob.
Welcome to my world, Jacob. I've been casting for 4 hours.
I think he means...
At this rate, we're going to... yeah, at this rate, we're going to, like, a drunk cast later on.
Oh, no.
That'd be great.
I've drunk casted with you before, but...
I've never seen you drink.
That's not going to happen, but you'll be drunk, and I'll just be able to sit there and laugh the entire time. This tank is trying really hard to get Nick into a corner over here, but has not had much luck yet. Probably going to have to decommit. Nice boom going out. Tank is going to work his way up the ladder right here. Still with about 3k HP.
Indeed, he is. And he actually really got nothing off that commit. He got, like, what, a punch? That was it?
Remember the Alamo?
What?
Oh, at least if you build the wall, it'll keep out people who hate Native Americans.
Oh my god. You're the one being racist. Don't look at me.
I'm not the one being
You're
racist.
being
You're the
racist.
one who just compared
Nice
to
rock there on to Alice.
Speedy Gonzalez.
And it's Spanish. I didn't compare him to it. I just said Spanish.
They start going to repo.
Yes, because he was tanking. He was committing.
Oh,
It means go, it means like go fast or something. Shut up. Go fast or something. Another rock going out. Not gonna connect. Oh, Jacob's like, what?
Speedy Gonzalez is Mexican, not Spanish. That's the point that I'm making.
Oh. I didn't know. I thought it was actually Spanish. Never mind. I'm not saying Mexican, like, I'm not saying Spanish is the same as, like, Mexican or... What? Actually, what language do they speak? And it's not Portuguese.
Oh my god.
Latin!
No! Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I really don't know.
Chat is gonna fucking lynch us over this.
Oh, I'm putting in the sub chat. You guys can sub if you want to chat.
Listen. Jesse, you just like went to a completely different... Do Mexicans speak Latin? I don't know. Do they speak Latin? Somebody answer that in chat, who knows?
Good God.
Chat is losing their minds.
Since the romance. Latin. There's another rock hitting from Miro. He's picking them apart one by one. Tofu has 1 HP glitch in cap. Tofu takes it in cap. I don't know what to say anymore. I think it's better if I just stop for this cast.
Mexican speak Portuguese. Yes, he did. He absolutely
No, I said
did.
they don't. I know they don't speak that. No.
Run through your head where it's like, no, they don't.
Well, yeah.
Oh, white Americans are ignorant? No way. Oh,
Americans speak Americano.
This has truly been one of the greatest things I think I've ever been a part of. I would like to thank
No.
Jota. I would like to thank the countries of Mexico and
Oh, they don't
Spain.
want an EU game.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Jota.
So that's gonna be Team Jesus Christ. Team Serenity taking the win by a total of 3,470 to 2,447 in one game over Smile Support Society. I need a lobotomy, and you're gonna get sued by like 18 different organizations.
All I can say is I don't know what language they speak. That's all I said. You guys went nuts. Oh god. It's freaking funny.
Are you saying Mexicans are too dumb to learn Portuguese?
Why? You guys are out of control.
Team Jesus Christ, yeah, thank you for that. When's the next game? When do I have to compose myself?
I don't know.
Session?
Maybe. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Let me see when the next game is. Hold on.
Let's see.
After 4 hours of casting, I needed to unwind.
We did. We just unwound.
Good.
We unwound totally.
Okay, I'm good now.
I just love seeing chat's reaction where it's like, not since the fucking Romans. That's it,
That was great.
They are Latin.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh.
Jacob wants a tri-cast.
No, not happening. See, Jacob takes things too far.
The last time he casted, what was that? Like RBT3?
Yeah, we talked about
6?
wiping for like 3 hours.
No, that was the one where the team stuck themselves in the vent on Dark Carney 3 and had the spitter do like 4,000 damage to them on the tank commit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
that was like the
that.
best play I've ever seen in my life. It spread throughout the whole vent. It was like, what? How is that even possible? Because he spit like on the